Yeah, so now we are live. Welcome guys, and welcome to our stream. Today this is Dad and
Hera.
And what you're going to do is we're going to be learning chess tactics, but as usual we want to share something, and the process we take for this is a bit complicated, so allow us just about 2 minutes to copy the link, and then we can start. Complicated, so allow us just about. We are getting better at this, so 2 minutes. I think the process will be a little bit faster, and then we can start. Complicated, so allow us just about. We are getting better at this, so 2 minutes. I think the process will be a little bit faster, and then we can start. Complicated, so allow us just. We are getting better at this, so 2 minutes. I think the process will be a little bit faster, and WhatsApp chat. We are getting better at Chess Updates Kenya. I think the process will be a little bit faster, and Africa Chess event. WhatsApp chat. We are getting better at Chess Updates Kenya. And one last thing we didn't think about is called Twitter Chess event. WhatsApp chat. Unlike Donald Trump, we have not our account. And one last thing we didn't think about is called Twitter and WhatsApp chat. Unlike Donald Trump, we have not our account. And one last thing we didn't think about is called no, I have not. Okay, I'm not. No, I have not. Okay, let's send it.
Okay, just go.
But it doesn't have the link. This message. No, I have not. Okay, let's send it.
Okay, just go.
But it doesn't have this Kenya Chess Central delete post. Okay, so I missed something I just said, but it didn't work out exactly the way I wanted, so we are going back to. Okay, so I missed something I just said. Post this once again exactly the way I wanted, so on going back to Chess Central. Okay, so I missed something I just said. Post this once again exactly the way I wanted, so the link going back to Chess Central. Okay, so I missed something I just said. That's once again exactly the way I wanted, so the link going back to Chess Central. Okay, so I missed something I just said. That's once again the link going back to Chess Central. Okay, so I missed something I just said. That's once again the link. It's like it worked. Okay, and open that. That's once again just like it works. This C2 page, open that. Try editing all that. Just like it works. It's like it works. C2 page, open that. Try editing all that. Just on that works. The WhatsApp group that works. Africa Chess events that works. That works. Chess Updates Kenya group that works. That works. And Africa streaming chess now that works. That works. Chess Updates Kenya group that works. That works. And so now chess now works. In Twitter, add a tweet.
Is it in Twitter?
And follow me Twitter live. On Twitter. Twitter live. Add as we stream.
Is it in
Chess lesson live. Follow me Twitter live. On Twitter. Twitter live. Chess lesson live. As we stream using this link. Chess lesson live. Follow me Twitter live. On Twitter. Live. Chess lesson live. As we stream using this link. Great, so welcome guys. I think that should be it. And what we will then do is go to this page. Right, so welcome guys. I think that should be it. And what we will then do, for today's case, we will do survival. The reason for that. Right, so welcome guys. I think that should be it. And what we will then do, for today's case, we will do survival. So the reason for that. Right, so welcome guys. I think that should be for today's case, we will do survival. So can welcome guys. I think that should for today's case. Okay, so this is survival. So what you do? Okay, you can move. So this is survival, but how will I teach you what you do? Okay, just lessons first.
Observe the first time you take that you
That was very easy.
scene one.
Just lessons first. So what have you seen here? So what you that was very easy. Which one?
Scene one.
Okay. So this knight going here with your fork. So what you the knight can come and hit that rook. That is very easy. Okay. The problem is that this pawn, this knight going here with correct. So what you the knight can come. Alright. So what I've told you is what to find. Okay. Look at checks is that this pawn, this knight going here with correct. So what you the knight can come. Alright. So what I've told you is what to find. Look at checks is that this pawn, this knight going here with correct. So that's the thing is, as you see, a check has to self what I've told you is going to do. Look at check is the pawn is check, correct? So that's the thing is, as you see, a check has to self what I've told you is going to do. Look at check is can be cloud the pawn is check, correct? So what have you seen when you smiling has to self what I've told you is going to do. What have you seen? Can be cloud the pawn is check. This goes over that, no? So what have you seen when you smiling has to self Rosie, this goes over that, no? Can be cloud the pawn is check. What have you seen? What have you seen? Rosie?
The king already can't.
Yes. So always when you learn in chess tactics, you start by looking at the checks, and the king is the most vulnerable. In this case, this is the check. And in chess tactics, you start by looking at the checks, and the king is the most vulnerable. So this move. You start by looking at the checks, and the king is the most vulnerable. So this move. You start by looking at the checks, and the king is the most vulnerable. So this move. But of course, that's what it means. This king can't escape. Already this pawn is blocking the this place controls the knight. Of course, that's what it means. This king is right. We want to make that this king can't escape. Already this pawn is another interesting discussion. Already this pawn is another interesting discussion. Already this pawn is another interesting discussion. So attacking the type is another interesting. So attacking the type is another interesting. So attacking the type is one. So if Kosi, he's going to pick that, so if Kosi he's going to pick that, you lost at this. So you can see if Kosi, because he have this bishop and this knight, you don't have this. So you can see if Kosi, because he have this bishop and this knight, you don't have this. So that's the first thing. From you don't want this bishop and this knight. You always said you don't have knight. So that's the first check. From you don't want this bishop. So you see the check. You always said you don't have knight. So that's the first check. From you don't want this bishop. So you see the check. You always said you don't have knight. So that's the first check. Which one? From you don't want this bishop. So you see the check. They just said you don't have knight. So that's the first check. Which one? From you don't want this bishop. So you see the check. They just said what else can you do? Which one? From you don't want this bishop. So you see the check. They just said what else can you do? So what Hera is saying is, if there's a check takes precedence of everything. So what Hera is saying is, if there's a check and moving this knight takes precedence of going to be a check. What Hera is saying is that this knight can pass. If there's a check and moving this knight takes precedence of going to be a check. I'm not moving this fast. The question is, whenever there's a check, the issue is the limit. So you can either give the distance. The question is, whenever there's a check, block the issue is the limit. So you can either give the between this check. Or here the three questions between can it or here the three questions between can it correct or yes, So what's the correct answer? Can the king move? So what's the correct answer? Of course you cannot make a knight check. The knight check. What's the correct answer? So what happens if a knight check? The knight check. What's the correct answer? So what happens if a knight check? The knight check. What's the correct answer? So what happens if a knight check? The knight check. What's the correct answer? So what happens if a knight check? The knight check. Yes, right. So what happens if a knight check? The knight check. Yes, right. Okay, so that's a free. And this is too easy. Have you seen it? What have you seen? Yes, now where's the check? That's a free. And this is too easy. People can't see your finger. Have you seen it? What have you seen? Correct. So it's important to know this is to for the battery as a pattern where the bishop and the piece are aligned on the same line. So basically, important to know this is to for the battery as a pattern where the bishop and the piece are so this comes here and says check. Again, one cannot block where the bishop capture the king, and so this comes here and says check. Again, one cannot block where the bishop capture the king, and so this comes here and says check. Again, I can where the bishop capture the king, correct, and so this comes here and says check. So I can this one is so go ahead and so this one and the king bishops so go ahead and so so go ahead and so okay, what is the answer?
What exactly?
Okay, what is the answer?
What exactly?
What is the answer? You're attacking the guy, attacking the big boy. So, allow me to explain. A fork is a case where you are attacking two pieces at the same time. And normally, for the knight, if there are pieces separated by squares, pieces at the same time. And if you were to do a rectangle, if there are pieces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares by 3, then anything, and if you were to do a rectangle, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares by 3, then any square if you were to do rectangle instead of 1, another very important is that you can have a fork of two pieces that are separated by an extended ends that you can have a fork of two pieces that have another separated by extended ends that you can have a fork of two pieces that have another separated by extended Hello, local GM. How are you, sir? Okay, let me just check. Hello, local GM. I can hear my phone ringing in your background. Sounds terrible. One moment. Okay, thank you, sir. Let me have a look at that. I can hear my phone ringing in your background. Sounds terrible. Let me check, thank you. One moment. I know why it's happening. Thank you, Brian, for that feedback. The reason why that's happening is because of this. That's the reason. So, thank you, Brian, for that feedback. I've come to understand what's that background noise, the TV or what? Hearing muffled sounds. Thank you, Brian. Please comment if the sound is better. I really appreciate that. And sorry for that. I think we will improve with time. So what we do is in future we'll turn off this live view at the end. Great. Comment for us if the sound is better, Brian. Let me see. Correct. Now very clear. Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much. Okay. and then I can see the view of the board is not perfect. So what I'm going to do is to go to my sources once again and just create this once again. Please forgive me. And we will window capture clear that. And one moment, guys, we just reset this so that it's very much the it's supposed to be. Yeah, the window capture. We are getting a little bit better at this. Okay, that's the wrong window.
Daddy, exactly how many viewers are watching this?
How many viewers? One moment. That's not super important at the moment, but there we go. So we create this, and then I'll do an alt function, bring that down, bring that in, bring that in.
Yeah.
Maybe tap there. I think that should work. Let's make it a little bit bigger. That's okay. Then we add another window where we can see the score. Okay, so that's okay. Capture the exact same window. Okay, then press down Alt. This is OBS. We'll do a stream later on how to work with OBS, and so you can look at the. Yeah, so yeah, way to move. That's fine. We'll do that.
Okay, go up again, up again.
That's okay. What I'll do is I'll shrink it. There we go. Shrink it a bit more. That's fine.
Let me see if I can find the answer.
Okay, one moment. I think that's good. So guys, just let me know if the graphics is clear and also if the audio is clear, and I think we are good to go. So if you go back to so Hera, what's the answer here? This is a very interesting puzzle. First, you can see our rook is attacked, but the principles of chess are very clear, and I've already shared with you what they look like. And you start with looking at the king. What do you see?
The other check. There's this check.
Which one?
Here.
Alright. When you play that check, what happens?
The king is
Going to hit that rook.
king.
Here we leave the rook, agreed. Okay, another check.
Here.
When you play that check, what's going to happen?
The king will move here.
Alright. And then the king moves there. Think about it. So on the right track. Give you a moment.
I think I'm thinking of eating the pawn, but eat the pawn.
That's not what I asked. First you go down and say check. The king moves where?
The king moves here.
Correct. So what next? You have the checks in the position. From that position.
From here.
Yes. No, okay. From you play check, king moves to G1, B8. You have other checks from that position. Second move.
Yes.
Where?
Here.
Where?
Here.
How is that a check?
Daddy from B8.
Wait a minute. Let me ask. The same?
You said this has come up, right?
No. No. You've played here. Check. The king has moved here. You have other checks in the position.
Yes.
Where?
I have here.
Alright.
I have here.
Correct.
I have here.
Alright.
And I have here.
Correct. One more check.
This
Look at
here.
other pieces, not just the queen, because of course all those cases the queen is being captured for free.
My rook is. Oh, I can play my rook here.
It will be captured by the pawn. Where else? Where else can the rook move to?
This rook.
And what happens there? What happens? So let me explain what's happening here. Have you understood the whole process? Do you know the answer? What's the answer?
Going to A6.
Check.
And king to B8. Then rook to D8.
What do you say when the rook gets to D8? Correct. So what's happening is, you can see already this rook coming here is a bad idea because the king will just eat it. So generally, this king is defending that square. And a very common principle in chess is when the defender moves, now it will no longer attack that. So first thing is to play here, which is a check. That king has moved away, and now this king has a background position. So it's just a combination of ideas. If I told you give such a puzzle, you won't even think twice about it, you'll just play this immediately. But now, the secret in chess is to now see in your mind the new positions. This is a back rancation, and you'll see this immediately. True?
Yes.
There we go. Alright, so this is an interesting move, and it's I can say it's checkmate in 2 moves, but you'd have to see what the checkmate is.
I have one check.
Okay, so right now, when I'm teaching you chess, I sometimes teach you to look at all the checks, which is super important. But then you begin to remove the checks that the piece will just be eaten for free. So start with the checks where you're not being eaten, and then see what it means. But you can look at all the checks, because sometimes you can give out a queen, then you win.
With the chicken, can't be eaten. This here?
Okay, so when you play there,
Can't be eaten.
where does the king move? That's the question. What does white do? That's what I'm asking.
You can't move here. Really can't. That's why she's only supposed to move here.
Alright, that is true. So when he moves there, what goes through your mind? What can you play?
My queen is here. And if I play here,
Loudly.
if I play here, and I'm eaten if I play here, I'll be eaten.
Keep thinking.
I move my queen up to H1. Can't move here. Yes.
So what's the answer? Play it, that's a checkmate. Very well done. So that's a clear checkmate. Okay, this one is a tricky one, but interesting. Just for you to look at the patterns, how the pieces are arranged on the board. But white wins something in one move.
I've seen a knight. I've seen a knight.
Where is the knight?
But is it really like a free? I can hit him.
You can do what?
The queen has come to defend the knight again.
Very nice.
Okay, first let me look at the check.
Yeah, look at the checks. Is there any check in the position? There's no check in the position. Alright. So this.
I can fork 2 pieces. Here. Then if I play here, what should I do? If we eat it, just come and if we eat it, come and eat. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
That's the answer, but it's a bit complicated When you play that pawn, you're attacking the knight and the queen. He can move his knight to attack your queen. You can eat his queen. He eats your knight, queen. You eat back the knight. So you'll end up with a piece up. So what will happen? This is a bit more complicated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play here attacking the queen and the knight. That's the right move. So normally, if he moves away, you just hit the other one. True? So let's say, for example, you move this pawn here, and then he moves the queen, say somewhere here. You will just hit the knight. Agreed?
Yes.
But now this knight will not go. When you move this pawn forward, this knight will go to a place where it's attacking your queen. See that? There. But then your queen is defended. So you can eat his queen. You eat his queen. He eats your queen.
And I eat the knight.
You eat the knight. That's not the end of the story. This rook will eat this rook. Because you've now removed everything in between. Remember, this rook is attacking this rook. But then you also eat your rook. So your rook is defended. Your queen is defended. This is not defended. So go ahead and play it.
That is.
That's the correct move. That was very nice to see. Please drag it. That's super easy now. So before you play the next move, it's important to realize what happened here. Now, if suppose this queen was not here, then now you realize you cannot eat, because the moment you eat, the rook is going to be eaten here. So you have to see that your queen is defending this guy first. You've understood?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a very common trap. If this queen was, say, for example, here, then you can never eat this guy, because the moment you eat, this queen will come down here and it will be checkmate. But fortunately, this is defended. So you're very much right. What do you do? Correct. And you are just on a knight. Okay.
That is because of one knight.
A whole knight. You win a knight, you win the game. Unless you lose a knight later. So this one is a very easy checkmate. It's a checkmate in 1, 2, 3, 4 moves.
Easy.
But it's very easy. It's like very, very easy. First thing, let us look at what's happening. What is, if it was white to play, what would white play? First think about white also thinks that you think the set checks. People can't see, you have to use a mouse.
Yeah. Check.
You will be beaten by the king. You have each other checks. Remember, white is coming this way. White is coming down this way.
Send a second check.
Okay. Show me.
Queen to B7.
Okay, and then what will black do? Where? Yeah, you're saying the queen can come here. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, and you can't eat because it's made by the pawn. So where will you?
Oh no, that's B7. B7.
Here.
Yes.
Okay, and then what will black do?
It will move to B8.
B8. So black will move here, correct? And then what will white do? Where? Correct. So always in chess, one thing you want to do before you make your move, ask yourself what your opponent play. So sometimes I can come and attack, let's say even attack a rook of some sort, or even attack this rook here. But black will not bother. True? Or I can even give this rook for free here. Black won't bother picking it because black has a nice move check here and then checkmate. So you know now that white is putting in a checkmate. So what do you think you should do? Yeah, that is one way, but do you have a better move? How do you block that checkmate first of all? You can't even block it. Can you block it with what?
My rook.
Yeah.
Just something to do.
Yeah.
That's the point of
You give the tree rook and the still checkmates you. So how do you block it? And the secret always is start with the one checks. Start with the one checks. Start with the one checks.
Okay,
Time to sleep.
check.
It could be time to sleep.
I can give a check, so you would give. Just do this check.
Correct.
Or I can move. Oh no, I can defend the square. One time I give a check to push my way. Then it does what it comes to do.
So what do you think you can do? And I've always told you, look at how powerful a queen and a rook are when they're supporting each other. So you actually have a battery of queen and rook. You can say that that's a battery. So this battery is a super powerful battery. They dream of every rook straight to the 7th rank. So this is the 7th rank for black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a rook staying here is like a rook in paradise, because it can create havoc for the opponent. Likewise, the rook coming here is a rook in paradise. When it's defended, it's amazing. So these two are forming a battery. They defend each other. So what do you think is possible from that combination?
This is checkmate.
Where is the checkmate? Can you see it?
No, but I have to just see it. It's a powerful, I just need that checkmate.
Okay.
This check.
Okay, but that removes your battery. The moment you move your queen out of the battery, that battery ceases to exist.
But I didn't just do
Yeah, but that battery is now along here where there's nothing. There's nothing on this file. You'll be attacking nothing. You bring your queen here. It's time to sleep. Okay, so what happens? So if you move your queen here, this is a check, I agree. And it's not a terrible check, except because you can actually do this check, then you bring your queen back. But when you do that, actually, you pick the queen, you pick back, and you have an extra bishop. I'm saying you can play here check, agreed. And then when the king moves, or if it will move, you can bring your queen here to block that checkmate. You'll pick your queen, you pick back the queen. Now let's look. You have 2 rooks, here's 2 rooks and a bishop. So you're losing. You can see.
So when you have
so your solution has to be less pieces you lose. Generally.
You shouldn't exchange.
Exactly.
But if you have more pieces, you should exchange.
Perfect. You understood?
Yes.
Okay. So here, what's your answer? Like a very easy thing, and that you just have in your mind every time. You should try and bring your rook and your queen onto this, or 2 rooks, or 2 rook and queen onto this, on the same rank like that. It's quite powerful. Can you see a check?
I've seen 1, 2, 3. Yes, I've seen 3 checks.
Okay, which one, and which one?
The one I've showed you on B.
This one?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
And then now after that one, the same diagonal going like this.
This one?
Yes, sir. Then after that one, now down again.
Which one?
Oh no. And also my rook to be D2.
D2. So this is one I like best, because this one already keeps you in the same even. So when you play this check, what happens?
He moves
Where?
C1.
C1. And what do you play? Do you want to check after that?
Yes.
Where?
I just have to go on that side.
Okay. And then, so you do it. I think that's the answer. Go ahead and see how
I keep on
it is.
going that side.
You do it, you see. But every time before you move, you think, what are your check options? Then you'll find, okay, start. Because it's a check, you must deal with it. Go ahead. Check. Do it. Okay. How many checks do you have?
I have 1.
Thank you, Tell. You have one. Is there any other? It's only one, eh? So play it. Okay, first of all, we'll come back to it a little bit and show. Maybe it will show here. It doesn't. Okay, so after that check, after that last check you did here, the king has to come back to this square. Can you see?
Yes.
And then your queen now comes and gives checkmate. Alright. Because of the time, I'm going to do most of these other puzzles and I'll try and make them as quickly as possible. As quick as possible. So here, and the answer is very... Can you see the answer?
I've seen a fork.
Which fork?
Knight fork, knight and bishop.
Knight forks, knight and bishop, but the knight will just be picked.
Yes, and then I pick back to my bishop.
And then he moves this pawn here, seeing a queen. This is just an exchange. When you play your knight there, picks, that becomes a... Then he makes this move. Start with checks always. This check here.
Yes, and then...
He moves there, then this check here. Where does he move?
Where can he move?
That's a checkmate. Alright, this one looks a bit tricky. It's not tricky at all. If I play check, he can't go to defend that rook. This is a skewer. Skewer is a check, you move away and I pick something at the back. And let me see if you have another attack. You don't have another attack. There's no threat you're making here that can really stop me. So I'll just play this check, then I hit that rook. What happens? You're attacking me. If I go down, you can check me. If I come down here, the knight can come down here and say check and hit that rook. So I must block this one. You understood? Okay, don't worry, I'm here for you. This pawn is pinned by this queen, so this pawn is not defended. When I pick it, I'm threatening checkmate. How do you defend that? I don't see. You can give me a free queen. Thank you. Okay. So here, this is a very interesting move.
Did you checkmate and you pick a queen?
No, if I try and hit this pawn, the queen is defending that. You didn't see? You can come back here. So if I hit this, the queen just hits me for free, and I lose my bishop. Understood? Alright. This one is going to be, I'm going to play this rook here. Then you hit my rook, I hit with my pawn. But now this pawn is going to become a queen and you can't stop it. Okay? There you go. And that's going to make a queen. There you go. Very nice. Okay, so this is just a check. I play check here, there's a bishop. So this is more or less just checkmate here. There's no way to block, no way to eat, no way to move. This one again, I want to come here checkmate, but the bishop will eat me. But if I give you a check here first, the king can't move, the bishop has to block and I hit the bishop and it's checkmate. So just that, checkmate. Okay, here, I want to bring my queen here, then here, which is really bad for you. I think what you'll do is when I play this check, you'll bring this. There's a, okay, so I'll come here, check. Okay, so now he's attacking my queen. What's defending this pawn? This pawn, which is pinned against a rook, so I'll just hit it for free there. Then I hit that rook at the end.
Oh, I thought you were activated the queen, that's how.
Okay, so this is interesting. This is so beautiful. Hello, can you see it, Hera? Can you see it? You are tired, it's time to sleep. I'll release you in a few, and then I continue. But here, it's just a check. The king has not to move, it's a checkmate. I think this one we should just play here, it's a check. Then the king can only move to this one square, and then this is checkmate. You can see the battery of king and rook. This is a very strong battery. Now they have battery on this side.
King and rook.
Yes, that battery is super important. Okay. So in this position, the other thing we need to pay attention to is the trapped piece. Can the pieces, like moving a queen out too early, it can be attacked. So always check. Do I have a check? Yes, I have a check. I hit that knight, he hits back, and there's nothing I've won. And then I have another check here with the bishop, but the queen can hit that bishop. So after this knight goes here, now the bishop is free to come and hit there. But if the bishop hits there, this queen can just walk back and hit that bishop for free. And then the queen hits, so that's not a bad thing. So that is not very nice. If you can't attack the king first, then attack the queen. How can I attack the queen? If I come and look here and see, I attack the queen here. And where can the queen go? It's attacked.
Can't go there, it can't go there.
I can see the queen is trapped.
Yes.
So just pick it. There we go. Okay. This one is a very nice one. Where is a check? There's a check here. Remember that pattern I told you, the extended L? The knight normally moves like this. If you extend the move of the knight by one square, instead of 1, 2 turn, you go 1, 2, 3 turn. Anything standing here and here can be forked. And that forking space right there, and we have a knight right there. Okay, but if I move here right now, of course the queen is going to eat. Then I eat this guy, it's not very nice, but I can eat. Why would the queen eat this guy? I want to eat this guy. If the queen doesn't eat and moves away, if the queen doesn't eat this knight, this, why would I? I eat the rook first.
You already did that.
Very good. Please explain, I'm not following.
I've seen
Okay.
chess.
This is the last one, then you release you to go and sleep. But if I play here first, the queen just eats my knight, and then I eat the rook. You've understood? So basically I have something called an exchange. I have two rooks, so I have a rook and a bishop. But if I eat that, I give out my queen like that for free. Nice.
Very bad.
Very bad.
I didn't even
Then
want to.
check. No. Good night, Hera. See you. Bye. It's way past your sleeping time. It's 9 something. Take sister. So here, the main thing is this bishop can come and pick. A pawn here, and that rook is not defended, it will just be picked. First thing I'll eat this right here, and then I'll eat that rook. That's okay. So I can't eat with my knight because my queen will fall, but I can eat this with my queen now. If I eat the bishop back, my queen is undefended. The knight will defend my king, but I can eat this first, then I eat that. Okay, so that's so far. There is a mate threat. This is tricky. Is it? No, it's not tricky at all. So essentially what happens, I'm going to come here and say check, and then you look for a mate, but it's not possible because the knight defends and I can't remove that knight. The other question is, how do I discover an attack on this rook? So we are attacking at this guy and this guy, and I can't find it, but I realize I can eat this rook. When the queen eats back, I bring my rook here, and the queen is trapped. That's precisely what I'm going to do. You eat my rook, and I eat it back. Okay, so that is not bad. Okay, this one is a bit tricky. I'm not sure what's going on here at all. Oh, I've seen it. Alright. This is a bit complicated. Okay, so what I'm seeing initially, I thought I'd play here check, queen here check, and the king can't come up, this way is defended, it has to go down to that square. Now, I thought I'd bring this guy down with the check, okay, and then the only move is to pick, and then I bring this guy down here check, and then but then the rook comes back down and does check, and I can't hit this guy because but I'll do a check here first. Okay, then pick the rook. It looks very nice. And when you play, it will be like a checkmate, no? So that's what we're going to do. So what I'm saying is I'll play here check, then the king has to move here. Only move. This knight is a check. Either you pick what is checkmate, and I bring my rook down. The rook comes back to block. I attack you from behind. I leave that rook and it's a checkmate. So this is what you're doing. You give me this free knight. This is a check. Only move. That's a check. Only move. So I must pick with a check there, which is winning move. Alright. This is basically a skewer. I attack your queen and it captures rook at the end. That is tricky. This is a fork. I'm attacking the bishop and the rook at the end. So this guy is pinned here by this bishop. If I attack it, I'll win it, but of course we'll eat that, then I bring the knight in, attacking at that time. So you have 2 attackers, you have 2 defenders. If I bring a third attacker, this knight is a goner. So that's what I'm going to do, to create space for this knight, and then I just eat that queen. So here, what's going to happen is there's going to be an interesting race. So I'll pick this pawn, you make a queen, I hit that queen, you hit it back, and then I bring my king here, keeping your king in the background. The king comes closer, come closer, come closer. Now how will this work? Okay, it's tricky. When you attack this pawn, I think I'll move up. Really doesn't work. Something of not sync at all. Yeah, that's it. So I've seen it. So what happens, I was just getting a bit confused what I was saying initially. So you pick this guy, he makes a queen, you eat that queen, he eats, king comes down, moves here, attacking this queen, I move here defending, he moves here, then I make a pawn move forward. He picks, I pick. The plan basically is to move this pawn and then move that pawn and make a queen. So that's what we're going to do. Put that guy right there. Didn't even bother, it's just alright, that's just good. Now this position looks complicated for this queen. This is just beautiful. So what's going to happen is I'm going to play here, attacking the queen and the bishop. Partly because you cannot pick. If you pick these 2 guys as a battery, bishop and queen, this is going to be checkmate. The right move is just here, so the reason. Now here's the other thing. Now this queen is defending the bishop, so I pick the queen first, and then I took that guy. Free. And we are happy. It's called Oopsie Daisy. Okay. So the first thing that strikes me is that I'm attacking knight here, which will be free. Pick the knight, he picks, I pick back. The other thing is there's a second knight here that could be picked. What is the difference? Is there better? What is the balance of materials? Let's just check. These are 1, 2, 3 for minor pieces, 1, 2, 3 for minors, 2 rooks, queen, queen. But then the points are also equal, I think. The question is that one of these wins and one does not win, and I'm wondering which one is which. Okay, so initially the immediate thought is just pick the knight sitting on the knight that is sitting on d5. Picks I pick back. The question is whether a rook then coming here will threaten checkmate here, which it will, but when the bishop can come out and stop that. I'm wondering whether there is anything to worry about there. This knight is also still under attack, but this is a mate threat. So one key thing is to find out what white black is threatening. So the bishop down there doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. But then it's creating some pressure against my king, so anything around will be a checkmate. There's a check here, which can be beaten by the knight. So check, picks. So you have a check of some sort. Yeah, how do you defend this here? Okay, so for example, if this check is done, picks, check is done, picks, queen picks here, is there anything that you expect? I don't get it, but let me just pick this. I don't get it fully. I should get it fully, but I don't get it fully. I'm sure it's something very, very simple. Rook here attacking the queen. It is also possible, but I don't see the point of it. That check has no value. Just picks here. Don't get it. I'll just pick this guy. But we'll come back later and see the 1681. See why that was the best move. Just made a strategic direction move that this is okay. Okay, so this is a free knight that's been given. The question is what the plan is. Okay, the plan is pretty simple. Okay, so pick, queen picks. The idea is that if I play something platonic like bring my king to this file, this knight is going to be picked, I pick back and the rook comes here. So let me explain that. So I pick this guy, he picks with the queen, it will be check, and if I keep my rook, queen, king here or here, it will pick this knight to allow the rook to come here safely. But I think I'll bring my queen here to block that check, so you don't have time to do any of those things that you want to do. And I think that's just it. Okay, so pretty much check. I can see a check here that I love. For the check, we have a knight can attack. Let's see this check what happens. Bishop out. So already we can see there's a rook attacking that pawn, so that's already a weak point you have to pay attention to. There's a possible check here. There is a possible knight move here, but that doesn't look very strong. we can attack this knight. There's a candidate move, so we're looking at moves that sort of do something. This is a threat, but then it can just be picked. The question is, if the queen comes all this way, away from the center, what can happen? This pawn is under attack. The only thing that hits me is this, but then this pawn move will follow, and there's no way to escape. I win nothing from there. I'm seeing a move in here, which is attack threatening a checkmate. Knight back will be picked. Pawn moves up. What happens? Not clear about it. Yeah, this is one of the first moves that comes to mind. D6, D6, discovering an attack on that pawn. And I'm trying to wonder what happens. Bishop has to come out perhaps. The bishop picks back, picks here, queen, I don't see that. It's not fantastic as a move. The other thing is there's a threat here. Knight is coming down, attacking everything. It's a bit tricky. So one of the things that the main preoccupation in my mind is this knight coming here, giving me a bit of a fork and making things complicated. So I play this, knight comes down, check, king goes up, and it looks pretty bad for black, because I can pick here, check, hit my queen, I pick there, check, hit back, and I pick your knight. So that's pretty much doable. The question then is, after playing this move, you play that move, I pick, what's the difference? No difference, still the same threats, you pick, you play it. We'll come back to that 1797. It's not perfect. Perfect. Okay, this one is pretty straightforward. I want to come here and say check. The king has to move to the side, which is more or less locked in, looks like a checkmate. Then now I attack this bishop. The bishop can't be defended because the defense has to be either along that rank, which won't happen, or along this diagonal, or along that rank. There can be a check, only check and move up, and you can't check me again. Because the only places you can check me are along this diagonal, along that diagonal. So I'll play that check. And I play this move, and I hit that guy. Okay, so what happens here? The first thing that hits me is the move e5. This one. That's the first move. Because I'm attacking that pawn, and if you pick, I'll push. And it may sound quite elementary, but I sort of feel that if you allow those kinds of moves, then your opponent has to go to f7, and from f7 your king is not as safe as it could have been. It's just a matter of time for you to check. So I think that's something. Okay, but let's look for something else a bit more obvious. Let's first look at possibilities. This is a check pick. I pick, he picks back. Pick there. What happens? Just pick, nothing else. Okay, and check, I'll check. Okay. Rook stand come to this file. Check, I pick. I don't see it. Oh, that was terrible. It was wrong. Okay, fine. We'll look at it again in 1857. Okay, so here what comes to mind is I want to play check. Your king has to move here. I play this check, you have to move here. Then I bring the second rook here. You get the threat of checkmate and attacking that rook. You more or less have to bring this guy here. I can pick that pawn, and I'm not sure that you're okay here. Can you escape? Then with this pawn, I think you have to move here, and I can play that move. It's going to be tricky. That's what I'm going to play. Why not? Wait a minute. If I block this escape square first, that's not better. So shutting the door where the king is going to escape to. What can black do? I can make this move. I'll pick with this pawn as a checkmate. I can't move anywhere. This pawn moves is pointless rook moves. So I'll play here first. Check. Alright, that was close, almost made a mistake, but it worked out fine at the end. This is funny. So it's very hard to see retreating moves, but this bishop should come down here. Attacking that rook, and when the rook moves right, that bishop. You should do this here first, then I attack there. Alright. That's a check. Yeah, so you look back with the pawn. So I give a check, you pick, I pick with the pawn. If you pick with the king, it's a draw. Okay, king is a draw because you just play here, you play here, and you can first with the corner play up, and that's just an end draw. Rook's pawn versus king's pawn, so pick with the pawn. Now I play there. Now I take what is called opposition, which is basically forcing me to give up one of these three squares. Okay. As always, let's look at this nice king is defending the queen, and I think I can force the king away from that defense. The two ways to do it is to bring this bishop here, check. Bishop king probably has to stay here, then this knight comes out and says check. So from there, where does it move? I really can't see it, so that's what I'm going to do. Then I hit the queen. Alright, so let's play a check and then hit this knight. It doesn't work, does it? Why not? You play the check with the bishop first. And then you play the check with the knight, pick, and it's kind of nice. So, first thing that I was seeing was I could pick here, but then the bishop just picks. If I pick this, bishop picks, I pick that guy. You can pick your check first. No, he picks first. That's right, but there's something I'm meaning. The main point is then to stop the defense of this pawn by doing forcing the bishop or the knight or that other knight so that comes with this check. Then now we play this as a check first. Now we pick this queen because if you pick this guy, you pick here first and then you pick that guy. So we pick this guy. This is very nice. My queen is going to come here and pick the last trick here. You've seen it? So you pick here first, you pick it again, you pick here, you pick the trick. So I can't eat because what's going to happen is you're going to pick. Makes sense? But why can't I attack the hook first? So if I pick this guy, you'll bring your rook and say checkmate. So I need to do two things. Make a counter threat and create space so that I can hit this guy. So I just attack the queen. Attack the rook. So of course the rook can't move because I just now hit and this won't be checkmate anymore. That's a free rook. It's a check. Okay, but that doesn't work. Capturing is impossible. Only move. Why not? Pick this guy. Opening file against the king. Then you checkmate. It looks very attractive. Plus there's a fork right, pick. I'll play it. That's my thought. And you play the check, no? Let me play the check. Why not check? You must do this somewhere. I just don't know how to make it work. So let's look at the status. I'm a bishop down. Rook to g8. King to f7 is first. h2 is first. Queen to g2 check, king to h1 is a discovery, but how do I maintain my bishop and my queen is under attack by this queen? So what I'm saying is, I want to play a check, which will force the king to move here. Okay. Let's probably try that first. Bishop comes out. if you see this move, king there, I see queen coming to h5, bishop going back down. Now that king is a really precarious position. I'm seeing the knight can come to e5, but then there's a move like f3 that stops most of those things that I'm planning to do. And then maybe I can try to double my rooks. I can't see the difference, but maybe I'm not looking fast enough. It's kind of tricky. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm seeing. I don't know how accurate it is. It's a pretty strong puzzle, but that's what I want to try out. Then the other possibility is what? Let's just look. Bishop check doesn't work, so let's just play this move first. I think this is a correct move. The question now here is whether this move works or this move works. So there's another quiet move that works, and I just can't see anything here. Pick that doesn't work. Pick, attack. Double the rooks from a checkmate. Okay, so in this position, if I can force checkmate, I'll be very happy, but I can't see it. I think this is the only move I can say that continues. Oh, I missed it. It's terrible. Okay. It's painful. That's it. It's a high score, but it's terrible. Let's just look at that again. Let's look at the things we missed. Start with this. This must be pretty easy. Okay, let me see. I did this move, and that was wrong. Oh, play here. Okay. So the idea is that I want to bring my queen, my rook here. Attack, it's hard to defend. Fair enough. A move here doesn't help. I play here, I bring this queen here, check. Say for example I play. Okay. It is here. I think that doesn't help. No, it doesn't show. Alright, it doesn't show. Let's look at the next one. This one. 2065 rating, that's pretty much not very high. I have to play here attacking. Play there. Now, Does this work? Oh. It's too easy. Sacrifice that rook. When he picks it, then this comes. Now he has to give the queen because you pick that guy and you pick back. Why would I miss such a simple puzzle? Alright, so what happens is there. Pick this guy. What did he play? I can't remember. Oh, here. Play here. King there. Play king there. You got the rook. Fix that. Play a check. And he has to play this. Stop checkmate. That's the trick. It is bad to have missed that one. Okay. Let's look at this last one. Attack the queen here. Alright, let's play again very quickly. Let me just check how the stream is going. It's okay. Thank you, Titus and local GM. I think this is quite okay. Let me look at the puzzles back. Okay, fine. So this is pretty straightforward. Generally, you don't want to move this pawn because this pawn exposes your king, and immediately now play a check here. There's a checkmate. Then this is just check out. When you play a piece, just find out what's defending it and what can eat it. This king and the rook and the bishop are on the same line, so I'll play here. The bishop. This is a back rank issue. Checkmate. This is just a checkmate right here. Bishop is defending. This is a checkmate. This is a fork. So I'll attack the queen and attack the pawn. This is a checkmate here. This is a check here. Then this is a check. And I pick a knight. There is basically no defense for this guy. Is there? Let's see. Check. You have to play here, then the knight can come and hit your queen. So what's going to happen? Probably want to attack your queen. This pawn is not defended because of the like a defense allows the rook to fall. So I have to pick this guy. What's the problem? I can't see it. But if I pick this guy first and check. Yeah, that's a better move. And I can pick this guy. So this is not really nice. First is a check. Then I think we can pick the rook at the end. This is the clever fork, but then I have to pick here first. So it's a check, that's why. Okay. So this is a check, you have to come up and do the rook here. Pinning the queen to the king. Okay, so you're attacking my... You've picked something of mine. I pick something of yours attacking something else. Pick, I pick again. So I think let's just go on a picking spree. Okay, this pawn is pinned, so I can pick here, you pick, I pick again. Check. and I think I can win this. Look. Is that good enough? Because this can be picked. Alright, so let's try again. Yeah, instead we will go and check the team. Okay, fine. So this is what we're going to do. Check, okay. It's a bit tricky this one. Because I want to check you. If you move one and bring the queen here and check not really is hard to stop. If you pick up still play here, then I will probably still play there. Or maybe this check would be better. Then I'll give you a nice check with my bishop, and you probably have to come back. This check here looks like a checkmate now. So let's try that check first. Let's give another check there. Let's give a check there. Alright. If you look at that, then it looks like another puzzle is not an integrated puzzle. So this is just physical counting. So I pick this guy and then I make a queen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What about you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A queen before you. And I don't think you are going to do more. So what I'm going to do. Okay. I want to play this, but the rook beat me. So that doesn't work. But I like this one with physically focusing on the rook. It's attacking my free hanging queen. It happens like that. Okay, fair enough. So what's going on here? If I play my rook here, I want to pretend checkmate. What can I do about it? I don't think I can play that pawn because I can't have check, and then the king has to move up as checkmate. Moving up, does it help? I'm not sure. We still played check, king up. Check. I don't see the checkmate yet. No check. It's kind of hard to see, but this is the correct first move. Now here's a funny question. Very nice one. So check picks with the rook, pick back again, corner to pick, I pick here check, then I pick this bishop. Alright. This is strange. For the moment I thought I'd playing here, but I realized I'd be losing so many things. So the only move perhaps that I can try is king f2. And really I can't see a check because so another way to just counter check the checks if my king is standing here and look at diagonals. What can do to those diagonals? In of these squares. Just here. Not working. Horizontals, what can go there, and then verticals, what can go there. I don't see any, so that's a correct move. We pick there. Alright, so this is a funny move because if I pick with the pawn and it's still under attack, I take my king. Where does it need to go? I'll come and give a check. Pick that knight comes in. it's tricky. Because what I'm seeing is, if I pick this guy, knight comes out, bishop is under attack, because the queen is no longer there, and if I play my queen here, which is defensible, then this knight can come here and say check, king moves here, and the knight can come back down and say check. So the becomes sort of bullish. Once I pick that, you can still pick, you can pick. Pick something, then pick back again. That's the balance of pieces. Now we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, so this basically gets resource parity. It's a bit complicated. So pick this guy. Okay, just down there. Let's pick this guy. Okay, this guy take one. This is like fine. I don't know it. Okay, this thing is defending that rook. So what I can do is exchange the move and then try and queen. Maintaining a position. This is a fork, you pick a hand. Respect. If you pick, that's going to be a. So let me give you a check first. Give you a pawn. Then I can pick here. Up down. Okay. Let's attack the queen. Oh, I can bring her placements there. Place. Okay, so that wasn't good. Okay, it's not bad for chess, just in terms of level, but I should be playing much better, maybe speculate. So this is the wrong thing. Very simple, queen picks, stopping that knight from ever going there. Why? Because my mind was fixed on pawn picks, and I didn't look further. So this is a wrong, of course it's a wrong move, because the rook is just picked. No, rook, queen will pick back and you can check it, so you have to just pick that with guy. Okay. Now they're not so hard, now they look super easy. Super easy. Solving in seconds now. but when it's time to play it's just hard. Okay, so that's how it happens in chess, by the way. That's a checkmate. That's a checkmate. That's a checkmate. 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 Those are all checkmates, by the way. Let's see what it is. So I'll just play the rook at the end and pick the bishop at the end. Free queen hanging. Checkmate here. This looks like I can just pick this guy this way. Normally when it's the 0% I just play it. Don't think about other moves because I know others. I not attack again. This is a discovered attack. The freaking this looks like I'll win a bishop here. Oh, okay. This looks like I'll win a rook at the end. Maybe with that free rook. Temporarily before checkmate. This is a fork. I wanted to play here, we are playing that, but I can't see how that continues. So that's the correct move. Pick, doesn't work. Pick doesn't work. Any trumps in the position. In checks. Counter attack on the queen. Pick with the check there. Picks nothing. Picks. Check there. Check. This check looks funny. There's no defense. Okay, that is something. Not very nice. So we do the something here I can see. So who picks? This one looks interesting. What I'm saying is if you pick this with me, or if you pick with the pawn, I play here check, king has to go up, and then this rook comes up. So the king is here, bishop queen is stopping the square. This is on the move. You give you a check. You have to bring this check. Pick that place, so good first to win. And that king can just win here. But if you pick with the king, then I can still bring this guy here, say check. If you bring this guy, I'll just double pick. If you bring this guy, pick. If you don't bring those guys, you probably have to, if you move here, my rook comes, you go down and checkmate. So you sort of have to go back From here you have to go to this square, this square. I don't see what happens if you come here. I think I see something. Just gate. It was quite nice. So you start with the checks always. There's a nice check here. The defense is what? This is out of the egg. Let's check it out now. Interesting. So, okay. Let's pick it. Pick it again, maybe we should pick one of those two guys. Oh, come on, move it to. This is exactly checkmate easily. Come on, missing. If I play here, he picks and then you play the rook here. Then you checkmate, what is the solution to that problem? There is no solution. So let that knight be and win a queen by playing rook takes, which is a check. Rook takes on g7, king takes, rook comes to g1, king goes to f8, and I think we can play knight to g6. So this is a move. Why not? This is going to be a checkmate here. This is very nice. Take this guy. Look, checkmate. I can make queen. Check. From that, this one can make a queen. So let's look at these guys, what their threats are. From here, I can catch any of these guys, no issue. This knight can't stop both of the guys. So I'll play here. Yeah, just play check, pick this rook, then push this pawn. This knight can stop this pawn and that pawn. So, what's your plan? And to play 1, 2, 3 moves. Let's make a pawn first. Then you can stop me. So here, this is a very straightforward problem. This king wants to come in front of this pawn. It can't go through that, so it can come through this square. So this is the first move. Then he passes to the move I play here. He comes there, and now I'm here, almost ahead. So if you go to that square, take a position, right? Just like that, and then take a position here, which is winning. Wait, so let's see. Always a pin doesn't work. Threaten checkmate. Nothing's happening. Black. Oh, so it's sorry, white and black. So let's start with that. Let's check the king has to go up there. Check. Pick that guy. Combination. Amazing. This is very beautiful. So all these crazy moves, check here, goes up, I play this check up, but then always think of closing the door. Which door? If I come here, check, the king is moving here. So if I play this pawn here one step, this is a mate to check the threat. And how do you stop it? The king can't move closer to the check, these rooks can't come this way. Looks like you can check me forever, but you really can't. Check me and move here, check me again and move here. But when you check me, I just stick. So you have to move. So that's okay, so in this position, black wants to come and play a nice little move here called checkmate. One move here stops it. So one of the things I'm seeing is that at some point I'm going to play this move, one step, and then pick this pawn with the check and pick this rook. I don't see another way. That's the first move. That's the next move. Now here is where the question arises. it's a bit tricky. So any possible moves, first is to make a knight here, which is a check. And then a knight there, or moves that exist in probably cannot move. You can't move here because it's already a checkmate. I think that is very clear. King probably have to move here. Not probably has to move here. Give me a check. And you probably have to move here. Check, yeah. So I have to move there. Check there. No idea. That's interesting. I think making a knight is sort of a solution here. Let's do it. Okay, so I think here we can pick this guy. Then we attack the defender of the C3 pawn. Pick it. Okay, let's remove a defender here. Yeah, that's too easy. Should we pick this guy? He picks, I pick back. Okay, so the last move, last time. That is checkmate. Check and pick the queen. This rook sort of has no escape square. Rook. Two pieces for a rook, 2 points for rook general is not a bad exchange. It's like a queen, but it goes to the checkmate. I don't see the checkmate. Let's play here. Let's cover the attack. This is generally not good for. You just get a common, that's fair, checkmate. This we've seen before. This is interesting. There's a few of them going to play here that maximum life in the defense of your points. That move. Should I pick this guy, check you here, that guy, checkmate. pick this guy, I pick this one. And you have to do that with the cursor. You pick this guy. In and attack. Why not? This guy is pinned, but you have way too many pieces. This is why. So this check would allow me to bring a pin. I said that I check, that's a checkmate. Yes, this one. That's a checkmate. Let us figure out the end. And I'll have this walking and if that root of the end. I can take my knight because this will be checkmate, but you don't have an option really. So I'm to check you here, and then fully tap with the check, which is going to be checkmate. Okay. What's the idea? Let's see first control the end. I see a bishop that can be trapped here. It was trouble. It looks like this attack could mean something. Knight attacks this queen. This threatens checkmate. And where do you go? This knight is coming. Can I remove this guy? Attack this to attack that guy. I think that's what we must do. And then let's attack that knight. Attack this. Bishop is pinned. I can't pick a little because of checkmate, but I can do that. So why not? That way. And then maybe a nice little check here. This is the best place. Let me pick this guy first. It's the best. And then here. So I'll just give it on G2 the rook. Let's check. How about attacking that guy there? If it speaks, that attack remains. And to bring it as possible, I'll pick here and pick the bishop. So this is the best. Not good. Whenever I play first, sort of I miss something. But this is very easy. Without putting there. It's a checkmate. Oh, this is a beautiful checkmate. This is an absolutely beautiful checkmate. Learn these new patterns every day. This is beautiful as well. I sacrifice my knight there. The competition is how to make a queen here now. We don't, we have to stop that guy. So check first, come here, come here. So check first, come here, go here, that guy. Yeah, so the first thing that came to mind was bishop to b2, but the correct move is actually bishop to b2. I can see two pieces here, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Your rook down, so you have a chance to pick and pick your rook or something. That doesn't seem to work. This is the most direct route, looks like a check. Then the king has to come here almost. Maybe the move will lose immediately, because it would come with check and come play there. Okay. Perhaps the checkmate has to be done. No. Okay. I cannot see this one as a mate. So one of the things that comes to mind is the possibility of picking here with the rook. Then following up the check there. I cannot see how to stop this escape square. Just can't see it. So let's see. There, pixel, knight, there. Okay. So let's see, picks this guy with a check. Up here. Probably the more I like the move. That doesn't seem to work hard, but it looks best. Consider the move. Going to see it's not really working the way I want it to. How about a check right there? the queen, and then you play to e3 check, and then you play the knight out of pick the knight, you pick a knight back check, king to h4, bishop to f6 checkmate. Maybe that looks interesting. So the alternative to that move is going to be king to that's it. It's very tough. So the move is queen takes f2, king to h3, queen to e3. The knight comes out to pick the knight, picks again, and bishop comes to f6 checkmate. If you play g3, then the queen comes to h6 check, king to g2, and then rook to f2 checkmate. Show you. That's the move. 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 I hope. Okay. How to that quickly. So we'll just talk these guys. Let us check there. Take a queen. Okay, so there's a very good chance that I can stop this guy. Check, check, come, then I stop the pawn, then make another pawn on the other side. Okay, so there's something to worry about, but I think my queen comes to c3 before. Then, why are you not sleeping?
I'm not tired.
But it's not about being tired. It's not about being tired. Okay. So just look at this again. Alright, so the problem is if I try and make this pawn move fast, this king comes. But maybe I have to play a4 first. One moment. Maybe it's a bit complicated. I probably need to play a4 first because of something. Okay, so if I play, let's say this move, the king moves forward, and I move here, he defends that pawn. Then when I move, he'll catch my pawn. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that this pawn can't be caught. So we take the extra move because we can't control the pawn yet. Comes closer, become closer. If it comes closer, we push again. No? And when it comes closer, push again. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is tricky, by the way. It looks pretty straightforward, but it's not. So, no grandmasters and lens have completed this end. This is how we struggle with this simple lines. So, the first thing that comes to mind is to play here. I think he plays there. And unless I play here, okay, no, he plays here. It's play. If I play this, is in the square now. Play there, is in the square. So basically, by being in the square, if you count from the square of the pawn to the queen in square, how many squares are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So again, you count 6 to the side. If the opposing king can get into that square when it's its turn, within that square, this is the square you're making, then it will catch the pawn. And so, at this juncture, but if I say we're to move here 5 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it moves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it's not coming to the square. So already this pawn can't be stopped with the king. That would be very nice. So it looks like the correct first move. Any other move would allow the king to catch the pawn. That's the first thing, and just a draw. And that's not what you want. So once the king can catch this pawn, there is no point on bothering to watch about this pawn. So two possibilities. There's this king here and there's a pawn move there. So I'm saying king here, which looks like the losing move, elimination, play here. King comes here. Okay. So again, once I have two moves, if I play here, you will play here defending that pawn. And if I try and move away, he'll play up here. I move my pawn, he moves. My pawn moves and you can see from it. So this plan is not good. So if I play here and he plays here, my only move is to play there, but then he plays up here, plays up. So one and so one. So we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Just before me, because so he's here now. We do 1, 2, 3, 4. Just before beginning. He's here now. 1, 2, 3, 4 moves. King is very fast actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. He catches the pawn. So that doesn't work. So let's move this guy. Why is it so difficult? Don't know how this goes. Just going to chance it. I'm just going to chance it, why not? But I'll be honest, I didn't calculate a thing there. Just played what came to my mind. This is interesting. So first we play a check here, then we pick this guy and we pick that guy. Let's try this one. And then we pick this guy here. It's a bit hard though. So it's good to know that there's something winning here for wealth, but it's hard to see. The first thing that comes to mind is this rook move here, king or pawn. Second thing is this move here. Maybe this is best. There's a speech to play check. Let's check that. That wasn't the easiest move to find. Okay, so knight f6. Very simple, sure, but extremely difficult to see what exactly is going on in this particular one. So what strikes me, first things first, so relocating the king rook this way looks interesting, but then unfortunately I guess it's too slow. Rook to a1. How about because I haven't seen it anymore, just look at extremely difficult. So look to sorry, knight f6, knight f6 is a check. King has cannot go down to the first rank, has needs 2 squares to go to, which is g7 and h6. H6 we can check a little bit again. Check you, go to g7, go to h7 check. Probably have to go to the, you can attack your king. No, actually, see it. Checkmate pattern that I know. Okay, so when there is a rook cutting the king off on the back rank and a knight, normally there is a chance to move the king closer to one move and then just give a checkmate. So if you know this pattern, it's easier to solve, but it's one of those patterns that has taken a long time to learn. So I'll just find it. See here now. So this king can't move there, can't move there. All I want to do is to come and put this rook here saying checkmate. So I want to bring my king here. To make that possible, I just wait my knight. That's the solution. Okay, this is a discovered attack. So if I pick on d5, on d4 with my knight, you pick my queen, I pick back, you pick back, I pick the pawn at the end. There's a things. Okay, what if I pick with the pick with the rook, I pick back. That doesn't seem to have either. This I can't see, so what I'm seeing is rook picks, queen picks. This I don't see. So of course this puzzle rush things become more difficult as time goes, and what is needed is patience to understand what needs to be done. Okay, so one thing that strikes me is that if I had my bishop sitting on the equal square and a knight here, then this check is a checkmate. But sorry, what I mean is if I have something controlling this diagonal, then if I were to pick here, like I pick, you pick back, then this check, you pick, and the other check will be a checkmate. That's what I mean. So I'm trying to make knight to f5 work, and I just can't see how it works. Knight b4, knight b4 channel. Just play the knight there. Because when I pick your queen, you pick my rook. From that position, what happens? I'm not seeing it at all. I've seen something. I've seen something. So you pick the rook first, and then knight comes to e6 to fork the two. Give me the knight, that's the answer. Oh, what is this? This I think I already have the answer. I think the plan is to pick you the rook, check, and sort of I feel there is only one move that is possible that doesn't lose immediately, and that is king here. Then the rook comes to this square. But then the knight here will be a checkmate. So I think the bishop has to come here, but the knight comes anyway. Pick, check, pick that rook. That's what I'm playing. That's what I'm playing. That's what I'm playing. That's what I'm playing. Alright, so kind of tricky, this one. So maybe why don't I just check you first, then check you in c8, then bring my other rook down, and see whether those two rooks are enough to give checkmate. Check, check, check. So my two rooks are enough to give checkmate. So what I'm saying is I'll play this rook here, then rook there, then I'll bring my other rook to begin. And it's sort of a bit tricky for you to play because I'll play it and close the first victor. It's okay. Because this is really what happens here. So you can check, return to checkmate. I check, you have to pick. Check. You have to come down. There's a check there to come up somewhere. And that's a problem because maybe just play anyhow or we can come up. Sure. Yeah, that will be fine. Why not? Not good. Alright, that's one okay. Let's see what it has. So this much is clear that you can't pick back. But this is what I had in mind. But why not just this now? Okay, look at all options. Alright guys, I think we've done this long enough. I think I'm going to quit now. Let's see this one that we missed. Yeah, the answer is very obvious. This is too easy. This is what you play. Okay. No. Maybe. Too easy. It's easy now that what did I say here? This turned out to be wrong. Okay. First thing, this is too easy also. Way too easy. Attack the bishop. Because the queen has nowhere to escape to. This is coming. That's the reason. I looked at it forever and I couldn't see. So, just that simple chess, to be honest. Yeah, we'll improve with time. So, that's it guys. I think we've been streaming for quite some time now. And you can comfortably bring this to an end. I think we were able to just look at the few chat comments. And Bargava says hello, it's been a while. FGM says we need to revisit the masterclass and resource center talk. I agree. We're thinking of setting up a chess resource center for Kenyan children. And the basis of it is this: I have access to resources now, which I didn't have when I was in university. And when I was young, I played more time, my mind was more elastic. But then now when I'm past my 40s, now I have some resources. And it's important to set these up in a place where someone else can access them. So that's really the principle around that. And we were talking about a masterclass for young children, how to play chess. A couple of things. Those are things we can look at once again. Of course, I need to practice a little bit more, and that's partly what I'm doing. What else? I'm nowhere near my best, by the way, apart from it. But it's possible to improve quite a bit by constant practice. Okay. What else? Let's see. Alright guys, so we're gonna call it quits tonight, and thank you Titus Mangi. Thank you Titus, well, much appreciated. Okay, so we'll call it quits now, just tomorrow another day. You'll ask why I'm spending so much time on this. A couple of things. One, I'm learning live streaming for very many reasons, including medical reasons. Number two, I'm practicing for a rapid event that's coming up sometime soon. But most importantly, there's a young lady called Hera, and the other young one called Hera Chess, whom I really want to bring up to speed. And they've shown interest. That's like a dad's greatest gift. And so with that, we are going to inspire them, make them the best they can be. The opportunities I didn't have, they could have chess wise, and I know if they apply their minds to it, they can be the best. Africa has really great potential, but you can imagine I got my first rating at the age of 39, and I got to see, I think thanks to chess.com and chess24, lots of online streaming now coverage by the likes of GM Morris Ashley, Yasa Serawan, Jennifer Shahade. We've sort of been introduced to how GMs think in real life. So many times we think that the GM sees the game from move 1 to move 30 and you have no chance. But now it's broken down into chunks that are manageable. So you practice your tactics, you practice your strategy, do your opening preparation, and you do have a chance somehow. At least that gives us hope. We know it's not. Yes, there's genius to it, but also there's hard work and practice, which I think can be reproduced anywhere. So what's happened in Africa, people don't do that. You choose whether you're going to become a doctor or you're going to play chess, and no parent will let you play chess over being a doctor. Well, I think that may change now because you can actually do both to some degree. I think Dr. Amin Bassem, Africa's strongest ever chess player, has proven it, and I think he's rated top 45 in the world at some point, and that's quite an achievement. So progressively, we'll see more and more Africans coming up in chess. And the resources I have now, not everyone would have in terms of chess. It's not extreme, but in Africa, this is really a privilege, a point of privilege. And if you can begin to show that in Africa too there is potential, if you can begin to link that potential with resources, then I think within the next few decades we'll see, not decades, maybe actually years, maybe the next decade or so, we'll see many African children beginning to compete for the absolute best. And there's a reason to go ahead and do that. Let's make this possible. It's part of the things that I'm a bit passionate about. What else? Let's teach the children chess. Chess is good for them. I mean, if instead of wasting, I used to spend maybe 5-6 hours of a weekend watching football. I'm grateful that Arsenal has been losing for the last couple of years, and I had two options: either stop watching football altogether or go crazy. And I stopped watching football because Arsenal lost so much. The team was supporting, and it's helped me because now I have a bit more time for other things, and that time is better spent on chess because in this I'm exercising my mind, and there have been some rewards. I won the national championship in 2018. I played in the World Chess Olympiad, some pretty decent games, and it's a bit naive because I would actually work almost through the night. So by the time I sit at the board, I was completely exhausted. But I think it's the first lesson I learned that we have. It's possible to do something chess-wise, and let's get our children to do it. So I'm seeing the local GM is still commenting. Same energy here, and LGM, that's Brian Kidula, local grandmaster, has been instrumental in moving chess forward in Kenya. And LGM, I know you're listening. Let's do something together. Just get a few more people who have more talent, more time at this early age, more elasticity to be the best that they can be, and that's the plan. So God bless. There are chess elections coming up in Kenya, and for over 20 years, I think, slightly more than 20, we've had feuds within the federation, until the last few years. And just basically the same issue around leadership in Africa, where leaders want to claim to power. They spend their whole time just strategizing how to claim to power. Chess Kenya did something different in the last election. The officer that came in focused a lot more on making chess better. So the structures people ran away from transparency, accountability, just communication. They embraced that. So we had membership lists, we had book of accounts, we had people being nominated, committees coming into place, and they made some developments, promoting bigger prize funds. And for the first time in Africa, I think a chess tournament had a prize fund of 6,000 for the first place. The winner won a car, and I came third in the tournament. So I joined second really, but the tiebreak third. And I won more money than I'd won when I won the national championship. So lots of progress has been made, and I think we're at that place where chess can demonstrate to Africa that all the leader needs to do is be very, very good at what they do. Just stay on the message, make the sport prosper, and you don't have to do anything. The people themselves will demand that you stay, and I think that's really what we may see with the incumbent. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to skip the election, but I'm pretty sure that's what we will see from the Kenyan population already. There are discussions on it and pretty decent opponents coming up. So the Kenyan chess players themselves are saying, you know what, moving this office would be retrogressive, so let's give them a larger chance to keep doing what they're doing. And we appreciate you, Chess Kenya. I think the Chess Kenya for the last 4 years has been amazing, and there's a lot to learn from leadership across Africa, from the leadership of Chess Kenya over the last 4 years. Chess Kenya has had a very long history of wrangles, just like any other African country, but we finally got it right. And I think this example shows that if you do what you're put in office to do, you need not invest a single penny in staying in office. You need not invest a single, you need not do any posters. The people themselves will bring you back. And I hope in this way, beyond the brain components of what chess does, we can also begin to show true leadership for our continent. God bless, cheers, stay safe.